Overall, how do you feel they've handled it? Are they leading or are they following?
I think this is really difficult, and when you start looking at numbers of infections, it doesn't take into account that you have children in those figures. You have young children. So schools have been a vector of infection, as most parents will attest to. However, children are not becoming incredibly ill. They are also, majority of them, under the age of the vaccination programme in place currently, and will therefore become relatively immune to COVID. So they're being put into this figure, which is bumping it up. And we all knew from the beginning of September that that would happen. So I think if you remove those, you would get a much more accurate view of what the infection rate actually is. But I think you need to also look at how ill it is making people. The majority of people are vaccinated twice. So therefore, they are not becoming as ill as they would have done.
But now we're being told to get a third vaccination, and if we're over 50, to get a flu vaccination as well. And people are getting a bit bored with this.
Yes, they are. People generally don't like being told what to do because it will have an end result. So it's have a jab, otherwise we'll take your freedoms away. Now, I don't agree with that messaging. I think that sends out all of the wrong reasons to people to go and have it. And people tolerated it last year. They got messed around at Christmas. They made plans which will withdraw.
Well, they did. And isn't it funny
that it's not right to do it again?
You know, Christmas was cancelled by Boris, your party leader. And yet now we learn that in Downing Street, their mate Nimco Ali was there spending Christmas with them, and they claim that because she was part of a child support bubble. I mean, we've seen minister after minister, public figure after public figure, who telling us what we can and can't do, and the fact we can't see our grandparents or whatever else it is, and yet broke the rules themselves.
And denies breaking the rules, and yet the rules are perfectly clear. You can have a childcare bubble, that's fine, but it's actually for childcare. It's not for going around for Christmas lunch.
Yeah, well, I have to say, I do think that's right. Claire, if it comes to it, how do you feel as a Conservative councillor, a representative in this county, how do you feel about COVID passports? Do they make sense on medical grounds? And moreover, do they make sense in terms of living in a free, open democracy?
No, they don't. It goes against everything that is a free and open democracy and everything that it stands for. I can understand them if you wish to travel to a country that requires you to show something, as you would for vaccinations to go to a country if you have to have yellow fever, typhoid. You suck that up and you have it and you take your yellow card with you. But for walking into your local Wetherspoons, into a cafe, into a cinema, into a bowling alley, no, absolutely not. It's going to stop those businesses from being able to run. And haven't we hit businesses enough already over the last 18 months?
Well, I think certainly the smaller private businesses have paid a big price. Well, do you think we're going to have COVID passports introduced in England?
I mean, who knows? They say no, but then they mull it over, and I do worry about the U-turn coming at this. However, there is a real vocal force at play in the party. The likes of Steve Baker, for argument's sake, is very against that, and the backbenches are full of those people having the same thoughts and who are willing to speak out.